greetings all.
Hello.
So this will probably be the last time this week that we're lucky enough to get Stace to sit in with me on a read, because he's getting ready to roll back into, you know, his fun matrixy
Work.
right? You know, matrixy shit and all. I hear Mom on the other side challenging us tonight, babe, to see about starting a storyline with Kipperish and then doing it backwards with tarot.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Yeah. Something different.
Yeah, something different. And she's continuing to be proud of us. Confirmation. The Libra card.
Nice.
She's continuing to be proud of us for the works we do, the fives that we do. So, all right.
5 for 5.
5 for 5. 5 for 5. So we're going to start with your two Kipperish sides out there, and Mama's saying trust her, do it this way, and learn a new way to do it as well. So since we're still on our learning journey, we're down. I think we're down. Well, we're Gen X. We're always down for shit.
Yes.
You know. All right, let's
go.
see what we got. Right here. Oh, we got somebody that may be mentally and emotionally unstable. What of them? Woo! They're ready to throw the book. They've got a mature woman with them. Hell, this could be our storyline. No. So, false narrative. Goodness gracious, this person wants the whole book. They literally want to throw.
Whoa.
That needs self-love going on. So, you know, this could be all of anybody in Gen X, truly. So, yep. There's a lot of this going on, too.
Agility.
Jealousy and envy.
Yep.
They need to practice some self-love. Oh, and they need to realign the chakras. All right. There's an expectation here of something. I'm very curious as to how this plays out when it goes the other way around. Oh, and there's a karmic femme involved here. So, almost makes me wonder if the karmic femme is a mature woman who is mentally unstable. If that might be the storyline we get in the reverse. All right. This could be interesting. Anything else on this other side? Oh,
Ooh.
what you don't see. Yep. Third party sitch going on here. And low motherfucking vibes.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
I mean, if there's mental instability, third-party sitches, yeah, and they're saying do this. I mean, yeah, this definitely looks like a low motherfucking vibe in reading for sure, which is not Stace and I's favorite types of energies. But oh no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. Yes. Yep, this is somebody that we. Okay, I can see why she's asked us to reverse this. She wants to be very clear on the type of energy that they are targeting tonight. That's it? That's it. Okay. So, whoever Spirit is targeting tonight, overall, the picture is there's low motherfucking vibing going on, okay? Impoverished type of situations. There's somebody that's not maybe gotten the mental health help that they should, and what I'm not clear on, yes, here we go. Here's the expectation for the outcome right here. So she's asking us to look at this, babe, together as the storyline here. All right, so we have someone that's operating in false narratives, someone that has put brought about a third party situation here into their narrative, into they're currently dealing with somebody like this, is what my mom is saying. Part of the low vibing pieces here are jealousy, third party situations, false narratives, somebody that needs mental health help, and my mom is saying this poverty piece is more about their thoughts. Their thoughts aren't very high vibrational, and all of this together makes low motherfucking vibes. And I'm like, oh, that would be all the cards I would associate with low motherfucking vibes, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my mom is saying that we're likely talking to somebody in our generation, or older, maybe possibly either our generation or the older part of our generation, likely somebody that is a karmic feminine and a mature woman. Okay? Now she says to tell whoever this is that what spirit expects, the expectation for spirit is that this person learn to start realigning their chakras right here so that they can practice in self-love. That's what spirit would like to see as an outcome to this situation. Does this make sense, babe? Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is what spirit is hopeful of working on with somebody out there, that you either have this karmic feminine that you know of, or could be that we are this karmic femme, and like I said, we know in our generation we all have a lot of those woundings to heal from. So, but this is an awful lot more cards that I can see on the Kipperish line. In terms of the negative energy, way outweighing this side. So what I see is just, I'm looking at this from like a Libra, in terms of a Libra, and we've got somebody that when I put all the negative cards together versus the things that spirit is waiting on, what they see is this huge disbalance, like somebody carrying a very, very, very heavy load of negativity that they're being asked to sit down so that they can bring their scales back into balance. Okay, so now my mom says to pull Kipperish and to see if we can't then show the viewer what specifically the storyline is in terms of maybe why this is happening with this person. So this is why she's saying she wants us to learn a backward pull. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, so let's see. All right, there's a Two of Cups situation going on for sure. So there is basically a relationship situation that's connected to these Kipperish cards. Right there. Okay. Somebody wants to do something about this pretty quickly. Somebody wants to go on a new adventure. Somebody wants to do something new, possibly start setting down that old energy. Let's see. Yep. Somebody wants to start setting down these old devils within the relationship piece that this is connected to. Oh, there's a High Priestess involved in this. So, tells me that somebody around this person, around or near this person, is intuitive, okay? The High Priestess wants to bring the sun. So it tells me like one of the two of these individuals, yeah, There we go. That's how they're going to do it right there. There it is. So the High Priestess wants to bring the sun by laying down those old burdens that somebody has been hanging on to. Again, as I said, somebody wants to bring those balance, those justice scales right back into balance, okay? Whoever is the intuitive piece in this Two of Cups is the party that wants to start bringing all that negative energy side back into balance through the realignment of the chakras and through the self-love. Exactly what the expectation is. And my mom says it's the High Priestess that has and holds the expectations here. This is an interesting and different way to read, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
To be asked to try it this other way. This, yes. A higher perspective, she says, is the outcome right here. Someone's going to roll themselves into the hanged man position so that they may take the higher perspective in order to accomplish the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. You know, laying down the old burdens, laying down things you should no longer be holding on to. With the Devil being between this Knight of Cups and the High Priestess. So what we have here essentially at the start of the storyline, babe, Two of Cups that confirms that this is in fact a relationship story where one of the two are out of balance. In this case, what we have is Spirit saying that we have the Knight of Cups, who is operating in this lower level energy. So here we have on this side a mature woman. This almost makes me think that we have possibly a mature woman, a mature woman dating a little bit of a younger energy. Mm-hmm. And I think this because here's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is definitely going to be a younger energy. Doesn't have to be, I mean, you could have like a Gen Xer dating, maybe a millennial, or you could have a boomer maybe dating a Gen X or something like that. It doesn't have to be like, somebody our age has gone and said, hey, I'm going to date an 18-year-old. But essentially what Spirit is showing us is that there is an intuitive that is dating somebody that we traditionally, my mom says, is saying, wouldn't consider of our time. So if we were talking to, for an example, a Gen Xer, the Gen Xer is going to be who's the high, if we were, if this were for Gen X, it would be likely a Gen X dating a millennial. Okay, not dating like a very young, fresh out of high school kind of thing, but it's still there's still a great enough distance between their age is what she's showing me, that anyone from the outside looking and peering in would say, well, here's the first part of your problem. You have someone that's not as mature as you. As mature as whoever this person that is older is. And of course there's going to be differences and this sort of thing. So that's the first piece of the problem, she's saying. The second piece of the dilemma here is that this younger energy here has some habits, some things that are not good for them. It could be alcoholism, it could be drugs, it could be a combination of them, it could be love addictions. I mean, she's saying addictions are definitely involved in this, I guess, what do we want to say, like a winter spring romance, or I don't know, what do they call it, May, I don't know, what is the
Spring.
Yeah, I don't know, I think winter spring romance type of thing. So that there's maturity level differences just in their age gap alone, she says, but then also in habits. And so the High Priestess is going to be working on bringing these things back online by setting down, you know, because the High Priestess wants to get back into the sun. So the High Priestess is working on setting down burdensome things that he or she, and remember, it says mature woman, and my mom says probably read that as mature woman. So we may have an older mature woman dating a younger male. It's somewhere in our collective. And they are intuitive. So my mom is saying part of this person's, whoever this is, part of your intuition is based on the fact that you've had enough life experience. Whoever this is, she says that they keep repeating over and over and over again to themselves that I should have known better. I did know better. I knew this wasn't going to work out. And here we go. Here is one of the devils my mom is pointing out. And this is, she's saying whoever the High Priestess is that watches tarot, that has this type of relationship out there, is literally saying to themselves, I should have known better. I knew better. I you know, they were too young. What did we have in common? And so you're kind of kicking yourself, is what she's saying. And you are the one that's working on the balance, whereas this person is on that other side of the scale carrying all of this. Okay. She just pointed out something else. I was thinking the Knight of Wands might have been a male energy. This is two different female energy. These are two different feminines carrying feminine energy. So this is a 2S LGBTQIA plus read. This side, the younger side, is who's carrying the bulk and the burden of what's happening and occurring here. So this Knight of Wands person in the relationship is also another feminine energy that is generationally younger than the High Priestess energy. Okay? So it's the High Priestess that is now, my mom is showing me, kicking themselves for getting involved with whoever this other energy, the other karmic feminine for them is in the relationship. And it's the High Priestess that's going to be doing the work on this side of the scale, she says. To rebalance out those previous decisions, okay? This younger energy holds on to literally the devil, the habits. There's cheating, there's things like that going on. So, and it's literally got the scales. Look, there's so many of them in this side, I can't, it literally has the scales doing this for me. If I'm looking at, like, the scales are so far out of balance, and what they're saying is on the other side, this highly intuitive High Priestess, mature person in the relationship is fixing to start rebalancing the scales, rebalancing their chakras, practicing and engaging in self-love as a first and foremost, and likely they're going to be setting this relationship down because it's too far out of balance. I mean, if you look at the devils on this side, false narrative, it's a karmic a karmic feminine for them anyway, meaning it's not somebody that they're supposed to be with for the remainder of their days. Somebody that's been, needs mental health help, essentially, that acts very jealous, puts them into these third-party situations. That's cheating. My mom was saying cheating. And it's just behaving in a very impoverished, spiritually impoverished kind of way with the low MF and vibes. So,
Wow.
so yeah, okay, I see why she wanted us to learn this backwards and the other way. Thank you guys for being very patient with me. And Stace, as we learn this the opposite way, my mom is one that always likes to bring me to the table and just will occasionally say, do me a favor and try it this way. So, yep, that actually makes sense. Did you get some good scries, babe? Okay, this one?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay, on the down low. Oh, you said that even before, guys. So, he literally is picking up that piece of somebody's thinks they're doing things on the low, but you try to do things on the low when you've got a high priestess, it ain't going to end up being that. Hardened vibes, prayer, universal medicine, spirit vibe guide. Oh, that's kind of cool. Spirit vibe guide, unleveled boundaries. Yes. And then, what is this? I'm not sure. Cells positive. Oh, you drew it on the other side.
Yes.
Yes. So this person is waiting to catch past lives, high look over. Oh yeah, chaos in a ball. Leave and move on. Stace is hearing spirit tell, and I bet that it's this high priestess that's going to be doing the leave and move on to rebalance the scales, because with the Ten of Wands, with an agreement that they're laying down something that they shouldn't have been holding on to in order to bring back their son, that tells me that's probably exactly what they're doing. They're taking the higher perspective right now as we speak.
Higher overlook.
Yeah, that higher overlook, yes, with the hangman. So that's really good. All right, I'm going to get some woundings. The only thing I'm curious about is... Ooh, Mom says when we pull the sacred woundings, to ask you which of these two sides, does it make sense that the woundings are something that the low vibing person needs to deal with and address, or does it make more sense that it's the high priestess who's been told to completely realign their chakras? So she says, based on what they fly out at us, she'd like for you to think on, are they asking this karmic femme who's been cheating to do the sacred wounding work, or are they asking the high priestess in order to redo their son?
The high priestess.
Well, but you gotta wait, because these are two very different energies.
Right.
See, high priestess is tapped into the divine and is clearly starting to take that higher perspective. But what they see the high priestess doing right now, she said, is that they see this high priestess saying over and over and over again, I should have known better, what was I thinking, things like that. I knew this person was too young, I knew this person...
I feel like they were lying to themselves from the beginning, think that it was going to work.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I feel like that it's
right there.
it's very distorted, like when it from the beginning.
Yeah,
And
right there.
they wanted to make it clean at the beginning, but it was very distorted for both of them.
Yeah. So you think maybe they'll be sharing the same woundings that they have to fix?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that it's wow. It's like it's that both of them clouded each other's what they perceived of each other.
Yeah.
They came in as thinking that we can make it work, but at the same time we're lying to each other. something like that.
Or maybe more to themselves.
Yes,
than,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Both of them. I
Which
feel
would
like.
speak to a sacred wounding, but
Mhm.
let's see what we've pulled here. We've pulled one in the upside down. This one is in the upside down, and then this one is in the right side up. And as I learned the other day, just because this one happens to be in this side doesn't necessarily mean it's for the High Priestess. This is part of the challenge that she wants us to learn here.
Right.
So we have the first one that's in the upright is needing to heal a devaluation wound will show up as feeling less than from being idealized, devalued. It can lead to criticism, fear of rejection, and trouble accepting love. Worth feels conditional, driving people pleasing, self-sabotage, and need for reassurance. Over time, it can destroy how you see yourself, making you value dependent on how others treat or respond to you. So who do you think this, and it's in the upright, so I know typically when I see these in the upright, mom is usually on the other side saying, well, this is somebody that is either starting to actively work on a thing, understands that they've let something go on for too long, that sort of thing. So do we think that this might be, who do you think this might be for?
There's a ringing in my ears, like something's like,
Beaming you with the
Yes.
answer?
and it's not, it's really weird because it's clouded and it's distorted too.
Okay.
So I'm trying to really, it's
It's not clear to you?
no.
Okay, well, I will say, and she says that's okay because that's why they're teaching us and doing the learning. So we have one of them that is all about doing the works, resetting the chakras. So my best guess here is, and mom says I would be guessing well, is that this High Priestess is looking at that devaluation wound, because what they hear this High Priestess on the other side saying to them is, I should have known better, why did I even, the hindsight being 20/20 kind of thing. And so they're asking themselves over and over again, what was I thinking? Why did I think I need something that looked like that in order to, be okay?
Kind of like the grass is greener on the other side, but the grass in front of you is still green.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They were looking at the other
Yeah.
side from a different perspective, maybe a little, like you said, maybe from a more distorted view earlier.
Yeah.
But they're starting to understand that for themselves as a devaluation wound.
Right.
Now, the other one that came to us in the upside down shows we got something that is not being worked on, and at this time by either side or considered. Needing to address your inner critic will show up as a constant stream of self-judgment and harsh inner dialogue that undermines confidence and self-worth. It may manifest as perfectionism, negative self-talk, or an inner voice that insists you are not good enough, interfering with growth and keeping you from stepping into your potential. And I absolutely see this as something that belongs to the High Priestess as well. So, because what they're hearing on the other side is this High Priestess saying over and over again, why did I do that? What was I thinking? I don't hear any acknowledgement. And so literally what I believe the High Priestess is getting both of these cards. This is something that they're considering, and they know. This is something that Spirit is saying that if they flip this back up into the upright and see, well, what is that all about? You'll have the answer to your own question as to why did I think I needed that to begin with. So what is it that you see in or you don't see is what my mom is saying. More to the point, what are you not seeing, High Priestess? Because You're the one of the two that knows you've got to rebalance out there, right? And do the chakra work. They're expecting it from you. You know you've got to do the self-love. So in this case, to this mature woman, they're asking that the one thing you're not considering is how are you addressing that inner critical wounding of yourself that you're probably still holding on to, that you're not hearing for yourself just yet, okay? Seems like you're hearing this piece. And my mom is now confirming for me my thoughts on the other side are correct. The other side of this equation that has completely disbalanced everything, this younger energy, karmic feminine energy, that's the other side of the Two of Cups here, because they both make up the Two of Cups. The other side of the relationship here is not addressing any of the woundings, any of the shadow work at this time. This is somebody that is simply going to continue engaging in these, at least for the time being. So,
Oh, that's not good.
no, not at all. Mom is being pretty clear that this is the person that watches our tarot channel and other people's tarot channels right there, that knows they're doing the work, that knows that they're literally, like you said on the scrying, babe, doing this. So, all right. So there's that. That was actually, I'm glad she asked us to do that the reverse way, babe. That was a new way to learn that.
Yes.
I'm going to ask, how long is this mature woman, the divine feminine here, this high priestess, going to be in the hanged man position before they take a movement one way or the other? Because it sounds like they're going to be setting down this devilish energy. So I want to see if I can get a time frame. No? Right there. October. So they got a few more months before the scale is so disbalanced. My mom says so disbalanced that they pull themselves out of, no, I asked them when they're pulling themselves out of hangman. You're pulling yourselves out of hangman in October. You already know, my mom is reminding me, you already know the scale is so disbalanced. But you're going to be pulling yourself out of hangman. You're going to be releasing all of this old energy. She's saying including forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of the party that you've let go, and forgiveness of yourself. The works will be done by October. So, fall. That's pretty cute. All right, I'm going to get this person an angel number. I like this backward way, it feels like a backward way to us to read just because, is it this one? Yes, right there. Ha! 777. All right, good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It is also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom. You have much life experience and wisdom. Okay? To share, yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get this message to others. You are the high priestess. And I feel like at the beginning of this, I said something along the lines of part of what makes this person the high priestess is that they have much life experience. And they're very open to seeing what works, what doesn't work, and addressing that rebalancing of scales. I think I said it, I hope I said it, but this is definitely confirming it. So by October, everything's going to be looking rebalanced. All these chakra works that they need to do, the inner critic stuff, you're gonna look at that. You're gonna say, why do I think I need that? Sorry about that, baby. Thank you. You'll be pulling out of the hangman by October. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And October, I always associate myself with the wheel because it's a 10-month, so it's a wheel. The expectation is 2 + 8. You're waiting for, and those works will be done by October for whoever this is. All right, baby, are you feeling something on your side before I pull a Celtic card for this person?
I like this one.
Ooh, the crow. All right, that's a good one. So,
It's been a while.
yeah. While he's doing this, my mom is saying, oh, intuition. You're the High Priestess. You know who you are. And you're fixing to do all the works out there. Trust your gut instincts. They often lead to choices that align with your true self. They often lead to choices that align with your true self. But you're an intuitive. Verification for this High Priestess.
Positive cell recharge.
Yeah.
Like the atoms and, you know, the neutrons and whatever and all the other stuff. You got to be positive, you know, and this is just kind of weird because you have that ball and then I put chaos ball.
Yeah, there's a chaos ball going on for sure.
And, you know, it's, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, very powerful message.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yeah. So
that ringing was in my ear, like right
it's
here.
a download, baby, you know. You're getting the download in the middle of the read. Those are always hard to take right in the middle of the reads because they're almost never for the read that you're on. They're typically for something in the future. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get them. I'm going to do this. I just feel like I'm more drawn to the Sacred Forest ones than I am the Fair and Blessings, but just because the Fair and Blessings are so hard for me to pull. So. Right there. Ooh. Ooh, they gave him 2. They gave you 2 since I guess, yeah, Mom said, well, we heard you say you didn't want to pull from here. Okay, so you got, the first one is the number 7, and you just got 777 right there. Okay. This one is called Bluebird Spirit Happiness, and I don't think I've pulled this for anybody before, so let's find card number 7. Oh, well, I jumped way over that. I've got to turn the glasses on and make them work, babe. Happiness. You follow the sweet songs of birds into the forest. As you find the source of the sound, you see in the tree above you a flock of bluebirds. The bright color of their wings shimmers in the sunlight. Their song envelops you in a soft embrace of bliss. This card is a harbinger of delight. Celebrate and have fun. Embrace life, yourself, and others. Say yes today, soar to the clouds and let your doubts dissolve. All is well, it's simple. Your purpose in life is to experience happiness. That's all that's required of you as a soul. You do not need to be unhappy to please another. Whatever your circumstances, there's always something that can bring you delight, and what you put your attention on will grow. When you focus on the areas of your life that bring you happiness, these areas will prosper. And my mom is asking me to pause and say to this person, you need to stop thinking the thoughts related to, gosh, I should have known better, because that's where your energy is flowing. And as a High Priestess, you should know to cut that off and let's refocus on the happiness of who you are, okay? As you work on looking at that inner guidance for yourself to realign your chakras, who are you and what is your happiness and joy versus somebody that is so incredibly disbalanced, okay? What's done is done. My mom is saying what's done is done. One of the fastest paths to true pleasure is through sharing and giving, so give of your heart and share of your love. You know you're done giving and sharing of your love with stuff that looks like this. My mom is saying from now to October, because you're in hangman position, the sharing of your love goes to you. Goes to you in fixing those inner wounds. All right, the spirit of the bluebird says, all is well. Say yes to life and let your doubts dissolve. Don't wait until the future. Live life fully now. You do not need to struggle or suffer to grow. You can grow leaps and bounds amid joy. And that's what this person is doing between now and October, when they're ready to pull themselves out of hangman and then move on to something new. But in the meantime, remember to enjoy. And that's a huge part of resetting your own chakras.
And kind of like what we usually say, let go and let God, but let go and let yourself, you know?
Yep. And then they also got 41. And I say 4 and 1 is 5. And we've seen this once before. I want to say we pulled this the other day when we read with our friend Keegan, who also got acceptance and has also gone through a significant breakup. So that's a 5, really, if you look at it. So let me pull 41 here. Through the pine boughs, 1,000 stars shine brightly overhead. In the stillness of the night, you can hear the soft songs, each star with its own melody, all notes coming together as one glorious song. You feel your spirit rise as this canticle of the cosmos showers down on you. You know that you have a place on the planet that is unique and remarkable. Allow blessings of the Creator to cascade into your being. You are so very worthy of this grace and so much more. Embrace all parts of yourself. Accept your majesty. There are times when it may be challenging to fully accept yourself just as you are. My mom says this goes back to that piece of them continuously repeating, I should have known better. I knew better. I'm the, older, mature. But part of accepting that you are who you are, High Priestess, is accepting that mistakes, even when they come in forms that look like this person that has no intention of doing any inner works. That's part of the process of you learning that human peace and accepting and transmuting and giving forgiveness and joy, she says. All right. Embrace all parts of yourself, accept your majesty. And then I'm going to pull over here. The Spirit of the Starry Night says, embrace your inner majesty, accept your life in all of its configurations, my mom says, even these old mistakes, okay? Every moment has profound value. Even if it doesn't seem like it, forgive yourself and others. Right there, that's a huge piece to realigning the chakra. Accept all that life has provided and harmony will ensue. So that's exactly, that harmony ensuing piece is the realignment of the chakras right there. So no need to keep asking yourself, why did I do this? I should have known better. You're on your way. In fact, stop asking that so that you can be doing this even stronger, is what my mom is saying. You will have everything and be able to come down out of that hangman position by October, and you'll be ready for something new with your chakras completely realigned. And now it's a learning experience that you can be grateful for, okay? That you're going to be able to put behind you and wish all love, light, and joy as you move forward.
Happy for you.
Yeah. Do you want to pull a Illuminati? We give everybody Illuminati cards so that we're bringing the word out there. We absolutely know the Illuminati and all this stuff going on in our world is actually a thing. It's a thing of a lot of things. Well, if that did, then that's where you pull
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll keep going until I stop.
Yep.
Right there.
There you go. You just have a unique way of doing this. Ooh, alien helpers. All right, a group of benevolent extraterrestrial beings wishes to offer assistance to humanity. Could they provide the advanced technology and wisdom to heal our battered planet? Let's hope so. We'll make great pets. We'll make great pets.
That's right.
That's right, we sure will. There you go, babe. Thank you for that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and roll for this person. Or persons. This is I always tend to forget that these are the sorts of things that could be, impacting more than one of us. We have either a 62-year-old or a 64-year-old that my mom is saying definitively yes. I just knew, and I feel like I said that at the very beginning. Head home is what's running through your energy. So, but it's also the running man here is running like in the opposite direction of this Two of Cups that you're moving away from. So I think this person is changing homes. The number 10, 12, or 2 may also be of value to somebody. And of course, the yoga ball came out with the chakra realignment. Anytime I see chakra card or yoga, I know you're just being told you need to realign like all of those chakras. So, do you want to pull some pinky charms, babe? Sorry if we went a little longer on this one, but since Mom was challenging us to read it in the opposite way tonight and learn a little something new for ourselves. Okay, let's see here. Do you want to read the letters, babe?
J and H.
Yep, we've got an H and a J. We've got the snake in the upright and moving again in this direction in a way. So somebody's about to shed the old skin and then allow something completely new to come their way. We've got this half and half. So one of you is not a believer, and I'm going to take it that it's whoever is this person that holds on to all the devils, the Karmic Feminine, that doesn't want to do any inner work. And then they've also got the bat in the upside down. They're not seeing what they need to see. The other of you, and I'm going to say that this is likely you, has your horse running and in the upright. Let that pony run, girl. Let that pony run. You got your witch's cap. You are a tarot watcher, and you are, of course, this told us on your side that you are, in fact, a high priestess and an intuitive. And then, check it out, babe. You got the bird dive bombing you, so you're definitely getting messages from the birds. So this is a highly intuitive. And then they are...
Leo.
Oh, a Leo. Yes, you have a connection to a Leo. You are a Leo. Or Leo is somewhere very, very, very strongly in your chart. I suspect that this is a Leo, is what I suspect.
Yeah.
But the Leo ball came out for you.
Yes.
All right, we hope that this was helpful. And, just give it time. Stop beating yourself up for...
Take your time.
Take your time and realign those chakras, and things will get better. I mean, luck and spirit are with you. They can see who does the work and who doesn't. And as you know, since you're a tarot watcher, not everybody has come down here to be anything more than this type of energy. So, that. No need to beat yourself up about that. Lessons learned, and it's good, All right, much love to everyone out there.